Hail Squires, it is I, the Night Owl. Let's do some more Brothers War Draft, huh? You want to join? You want to come with me? As usual, I got my standard cup of tea here, my owl mug. I got a raspberry tea here. It smells just like raspberry Jello. I'm very excited. It's like molten Jello. Um, which just made me realize that I don't think I've ever had like a lime tea, and that sounds really good because I like lime Jello naturally. Is where my mind went. Um, can I find such a thing? No, I want that really bad. That sounds great. You know what also sounds great? Sick rares. Let's find one. Blast zone. That's okay. But okay, I mean even like kind of bad. They added Mishra's Bauble. This was supposed to be in the format, and it was bugged, and it wasn't added. It's fine. It just seems like a replaceable card that like triggers your artifact synergies for free. That's not bad. I think options in this pack are like Battery Bearer, Wing Commando, Argothian Opportunist, and Scrapwork Mutt. This is a good opportunity to talk about Scrapwork Mutt. Um, I think that this card is deeply underrated. And I might even pick it here. Battery Bear is really good. Actually, yeah, I think I'm going to pick the Mutt. So this card I think is super underrated. So not only is it a 2-drop, and is this format's like fairly beatdown oriented, but it triggers all of your synergies for basically everything. It's artifact synergies, draw 2 synergies, graveyard synergies. It is a graveyard synergy itself when it goes to the graveyard. So it's good in your aggressive decks, it's good in your defensive decks. It's possible Opportunist is a little bit better here, but I actually think I'm going to start with the Mutt. I also think that red black is like my favorite archetype, so we'll go with that. Okay, here we got Gilded Lotus, probably not. I'm looking at Strong Bull, which is a little bit early for Strong Bull, but it does follow up my Scrapwork quite nicely. There's also Power Stone Fracture. A quick note on Moment of Defiance. So I've actually been looking at the 17 lands data. By the way, if you're not on 17 lands, you should probably do that. It's a site where you can track like your wins and your like data. It's where you see it where I link in my videos. I'm linking to 17 lands. It keeps track of all your drafts and all that kind of stuff. It also has a bunch of really cool analytical tools. Now, like with any data set, like any of you are familiar with looking at data and statistics and all that, like, there's like, they say there's like lies, damn lies, and statistics, you have to like kind of like read into them a little bit, the statistics they have on the cards and all the breakdowns to like really kind of get a sense of what you're looking at. Um, but it really is kind of interesting. Where I'm going with this is Moment of Defiance is actually ranked really highly as far as win rate goes on 17 lands, way higher than I expected. I don't really cast this card a lot. That said, this pack is really weak. I'm actually just going to take Stronghold to follow my Mud up. See if that works. Oh, a little bit of regret. Hero of the Dunes is really incredible. There's also Blitz Automaton for a red card. And there's 3 really strong white cards here. Maybe I can go into red white or splashing black, go like, or, I can go red white with the black splash, or maybe I just go into black white. Hero of the Dunes is so incredible, though. It's so good. Teething Wormlet is actually a little bit of a surprise to see, though it's not really insane or anything. It's decent, but I'm actually kind of happy to pass it here. Um, yeah, I think that Hero of the Dunes is so good that it's like almost kind of a signal here to like get it third pick. I mean, it's just a rare and uncommon missing, or it's the relic and an uncommon. So I'll take Hero here, and then these are 2 other decent white cards, so maybe white's open. We'll go with Hero. We'll go with Hero. Yeah, so I think we're gonna take Chaplain. Soul Partition's fine. At first I kind of underrated this card because it looks like I'm like, oh, it's like not actually a removal spell because they can get it back by paying 2 more. But like, an interesting way to think about this is it's actually kind of like a better unsummon in a way, which is actually fine. I think Chaplain's better than Power Stone Engineer. I could pick one of the black cards to go with Hero of the Dunes. So I think just going Chaplain's like a little bit better here. It fills the graveyard to help with this, and it's a flyer, so like getting the power pump from Hero is a little bit better. Yeah, we'll go this way. And now we got a prison sentence, sure. I'm not crazy about prison sentence, but I think it's fine. Oh, look at this bushwhack though. Bushwhack is so good. Kind of surprised to see that here, but I think with the 2 picks that I just took, prison sentence makes a lot more sense. The nice thing is I could even, this is another reason Scrapwork Mutt's good. I could even still, if the Strongbow doesn't work out, the Strongbow pick, I can still play Scrapwork Mutt in the deck that I'm putting together here for sure. I really didn't have as much time to like go off about this card as I wanted to because I had to make a pick, but I think that this card is really excellent and quite underrated. So green looks a little open. There's like Boulder Branch Golem. Here I'm looking at Lauren's Escape or Power Stone Fracture because I think I am leaning to white-black. I'm not sure which I want. Lauren's Escape is usually a little bit better if you have like really sick stuff. Power Stone Fracture can be really nice because you do want to get removal. Actually, I think I'm going to take Lauren's Escape, though. I think we're just going to keep picking white cards. I mean, it's close enough that I think that Lauren's Escape is fine. Hmm. In fact, maybe white-green is what's open, and I could just, like, splash the Hero of the Dunes. Black doesn't look particularly open. There's an Emergency Weld here, I suppose. But there's Gaia's Gift. Gaia's Gift is really excellent. I don't think it's the two colorless cards. I just don't think they're quite good enough. I could take the Warlord's Elite and just keep picking the white cards. Yeah, I think that that's probably a little bit better. I'm not crazy about Warlord's Elite, but I don't know what my other color is going to be yet, so I'm just going to keep picking white cards, yeah. Yeah, look at all these green cards. I mean, they're not amazing. Though, actually, same thing with the 17 lands data. Again, you got to kind of read into this a little bit. I'm not really sure what to make of it, but Gaia's Gift is actually listed as the top green common. And I have to wonder if there's something about combat tricks that just make them rate a little bit higher, like when you draw them. I don't really know. But yeah, Gaia's Gift is listed as the best green common, and I actually kind of believe it. I think winning combat in this format is like really, really important. Also, something else I kind of was thinking about is there's really not a lot of instant speed removal, which is generally like the bane of your combat tricks, in the sense that like, um, you know, a lot of times combat tricks are scary because it's like you go to like power pump your guy and then they hit it with some sort of like instant speed, like 3 damage spell or something like that. The only instant speed removal really for the most part is Overwhelming Remorse, which tends to get saved for like the most dire of threats, you know? So I don't know. So here, I actually don't know if I want Onslaught, Mine Worker. I think we're just gonna take Mine Worker actually, because I just with the deck I'm setting up, I think I just need 2 drops, even though I'm not crazy about Mine Worker. Yeah, another Lawrence Escape here. Here's a Moment of Defiance. Could just take Power Stone Engineer. I do want to play Moment of Defiance with the more that I know about it, but I think I don't want to pass the 2 drop up here in this deck. I think that that's kind of where I'm at. Not much to do with the Power Stone, though. What the hell? Let's take Moment. Let's see where this goes. I don't think I'm playing red at this point. Oh, Paratrooper, perfect. That's great. That's a great sign. Get in the sideboard. Deck looks decent so far. Nothing too crazy, but you know, Hero's really, really nice. And then I just have like a reasonable curve removal spell, combat tricks. Kind of what you want to be doing. Probably won't be playing Meticulous Excavation. This is definitely a card I was wrong on in the set review. It's too expensive and clunky. Can't really do it. I suppose I'll take it here to like not send the white signal. I don't care about any of these cards. I suppose I could like bounce Hero of the Dunes over and over and over again. That's kind of cute, right? You can bounce Chaplain. You can only do that so many times, but can like upgrade my prison sentence target. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take Mishra's Onslaught here. Actually, green looked kind of open. It's possible I'm still like red or white green, which I don't want to be, but I could be. So let's take Honor Guard just in case. Maybe I splash like the black spell. Green did look like kind of the other open color. I really didn't see a lot of good black. It's basically just the hero that I want to play. But my goal is to be, yeah, look at this. Okay. Oh, a couple of good cards. Lord of the Third Path, Static Net. It's Paratrooper. If I'm going to take Lauren, Static Net's really good, but I think Lauren's a little bit better because it kind of does the Static Net job, but also is a creature, and also could potentially draw you cards. Goes good with the hero. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lauren is a little bit better than Static Net, though it's close. It's definitely close. I also just don't have too much to do with the Power Stone at this point, so it's like it's a little life gain, a little bit more expensive, not a threat. I think overall, Lauren's a little bit better. Hoping to get the Ambush Paratrooper back out of this pack. Hmm. Well, what do I think of this? And basically none of the other, like, I still could be like any other color here, pretty much. I could even be blue, honestly. Like I've been doing a good job picking only white cards, and so I'm really not committed to anything. That said, like this pack is so weak. It's like Courser, I suppose, would be fine, but this doesn't even look like a Courser deck. I got multiple Chaplains for the mill. I mean, that's not nothing. I think if I'm going to pick a 5-drop, though, I'm just going to pick Cavalry. I don't have too many soldiers, but I can't imagine that if I continue to just pick a bunch of white cards, I'm not going to end up with like a bunch of soldiers. I think this is better than like another Warlord's Elite. It's better than all the red cards. Unless I was playing the sack deck, then Blast Runner would be sick, but I don't look like I'm close to that at all. Yeah, let's just pick Cavalry. Another Chaplain, Military Discipline. Well, another moment of defiance, I suppose, if I wanted to continue to go the black route. You can have too many chaplains. Is that where I'm at, though? I don't think so. I'll go with it. I'm not thrilled about this pick. I was hoping for something a little bit better. Oh, no white cards here. That's concerning. There's Mine Worker. I don't think I want to play two Mine Workers. Not really a Pristine Talisman deck. Could take Disfigure. This is like the closest color that I end up playing. All these red cards are bad, even if I end up playing red, which I am really off it at this point. Green, I could play Shoot Down. I could still be green. Let's take the Disfigure. Yeah, here I'll take Harvester. Like, if I am playing black-white, I think I just want another 2-drop in the deck, and this will go nicely. It's probably better than the 4th Chaplain. Probably better than Disfigure or Infiltrator. Yeah, I think Harvester's good. What do I think of this? Acrobat's not unreasonable. I could also take Rager, though I don't really look like a Rager deck. I do have a bunch of Chaplains. There's a good chance I can mill it. I could take my 4th Chaplain. That seems like a lot, though. That seems like a lot. No, it's probably fine. We'll just all Chaplains. All Chaplains all day. There's nothing for me here either. Survivor just isn't good enough. It's just not good enough. Take Sprite in case I do end up going the green route. Here I'll take Supply Drop, though I'm not crazy about it. It's probably better than Riposte. I'm unimpressed with Riposte. Though, I mean, I guess it could... nah, I think I'm aggressive enough. Supply Drop's probably a little bit better. Could also take a second Disfigure. I'm going to take Supply Drop. Look at these blue cards. These are 2 very good blue cards. So blue's like the color I'm farthest away from. We'll take Gigamole. It's fine, but with 3 Chaplains in the deck, I'm just like way less interested in it. Trench Stalker. Do I have much in the way of card draw? Not really. This Moment of Defiance. Could just take an Evolving Wilds to make my mana a little bit better. Now let's take Trench Stalker. I think I'm committing to black. Yeah, I'll take this other moment. Yeah, this will be good. I think it's better than Gruesome Realization. This deck, it is like another, it does replace itself. It'll allow me to get like, I'm going to be like attacking in the air, and then it might give me like a big like lifelink attack in the air to win a race. Goes good with my Trench Stalker. Another Mine Worker in case I need a 2-drop. I don't really want to play 2 Mine Workers. Wings, possibly, but I got a million Chaplains. Acrobat can make the deck. Okay, I think I'm committed to black. I think I'm committed to black. Green is a possibility, but... Oh, we have Falaji Vanguard, though. I guess I take Disenchant. I could take Phalanx Vanguard. I do need better 2-drops, more and better 2-drops, and it is a soldier. Disenchant's pretty good, but I think it's actually maybe just more important to have like a decent 2-drop here. It's close. Put the Gigamole in. Put the hero in. Trench Stalker. Kind of looks like this. Yeah, I think Vanguard's just a little bit better. I think Vanguard's just a little bit better. Nah, my removal's really bad. I think I need the Disenchant. That was a closer pick than it seemed, though. That was a closer pick than it seemed. And now we have an opportunity at Vanguard. Probably better than Gix's Caress. Best card in the pack is Mask. I think I have enough tricks and other nonsense that I don't need military discipline. Yeah, we'll just take Phalanx Vanguard here. Just white aggro with a little bit of help. This is 24 cards. It's 24 cards, not how I want to play it, but it is 24 cards already. So everything I pick up here, like if I had to run this deck as is, just like this, it's a deck, you know? These packs have been really bad. I don't think I want a second Lorenz Escape, but I also don't want a second Warlords Elite. but it's like nothing else basically. Suppose it's Warlord's Elite. I'll just play Warlord's Elite. Oh, here we go. Paratrooper or Vanguard. There's an explosion in the pack. Could be Emergency Well, it could be Dreams. I don't think so. What about Transmogrant Altar? I could like turn like 1/1 chaplains into like a series of 3/3s. That's like a strategy. I think I'd rather just have good attacks though. We'll go with Paratrooper here. Warplow, a 5th chaplain, Thraxademon. I don't think it's Levitating Statue. Um, I actually don't know what's better here. It's like I'm looking at one of the possible 2-drop creatures. I think it's going to be Warplow. I think it's going to be Warplow. Yeah, I think so. All of the chaplains in the world. All of them. Literally every one. It's not lay down arms. It could be Bauble. I don't think Bauble is really what I want to be doing, though. I think it's military discipline. Alright. Warplow, Caress, Engineer. I think I like Engineer the most because I do have 2 paratroopers now. Really don't have a lot to do with the Power Stone, I suppose. It's really just like some artifacts and the paratroopers. I think it's a little bit better than some of the other options, though. Another Engineer. I kind of regret that now. Don't really have a lot of sack stuff for Infiltrator. I don't think I want another Acrobat. It could be Veteran's Power Blade. I really don't like this card. In fact, I think it's really bad. I doubt I'll play it. Well, I filled up on 2 drops. Probably won't play 2 Military Discipline. Got multiple Lawrence Escapes. Okay, well, Emergency Well. This could be a card, actually. Though I think it's kind of weak in your aggro decks. So I gotta make a bunch of cuts. I think I'll cut the Mine Workers. I don't see Levitating Statue getting there, but I'm not going to play 2 supply drops, so we'll just go like that. And a bunch of cuts to make. You're a soldier? That's interesting. Okay. All right, typically build from the ground up, but I think this time I'm just going to make cuts here. I don't think I want 2 Warlords Elites. That's a little bit much. Okay, so how many... Well, let's go like this. Let's sort these out. This deck is pretty aggressive. I mean, clearly. I think I'm going to cut the Emergency Weld. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 possible 2 drops. It's actually really pretty good. Supply drop, the thing is, I think with all these 2 drops, like all my tricks become pretty good, right? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is a lot, but that's actually kind of nice. I'm thinking I'll probably cut the Power Stone Engineer. It's basically just like these 3 artifacts, 1 supply drop, and then the Paratrooper. I don't know. I might play 15 lands in this deck. That seems low. But I have like a couple of cards that draw extra cards. I think supply drop's my worst trick. I could probably cut supply drop safely. I don't think I want to cut any of these. Gigamole is actually not amazing. I mean, it's like it gives you a little more gas, but it's like it's a little bit more of a grind card. This is like a much better defensive card than it is like an aggressive card. In fact, I think I'm just going to cut it. What if I play like this? 15 lands, super low to the ground. I have multiple cards that cycle. Well, I guess maybe it's just a 2 Moment of Defiance. Nah, I could probably make one more cut and play 16. I still like playing them up because it will help me get away with this. Like either way. Like I'm not gonna cast it for the red, but just playing a two drop that lets me loot or rummage, I guess, is decent. I really need to be able to punch through ground stuff though. I'm actually wondering if I should cut that supply drop. What if I like actually play the supply drop? I cut the Power Stone Engineer. Trench Stalker is another reasonable cut, but it's like one of my beefier cards. I have basically no fodder for the Killzone Acrobat, but it is a soldier. It's kind of my worst card, though. And we'll go like that. We'll play it like this. And we'll go like 9-7. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Low to the ground aggro. We'll see how it does. This does have a chance to just punch through. Like, I might get blocked up by some big stuff, but I actually think that this deck looks okay. It's the kind of deck where it's like it looks like it's not doing anything special, but what I can do is like maybe just run people over if they're trying to actually do something good, you know? So, all right, awesome. All right, see you for round one. All right, round one, here we go. Black-white aggro. Oh my god. Up against the Pasta Pirate. That's a hell of a name. I drew a bunch of my lands, no 2-drops, and I'm going to mulligan this. Yeah, this looks better. Drop the swamp. Let's go. Really wish I was on the play. Uh-oh, yeah, we're in trouble. We're in trouble already. Oh, didn't expect that. Yeah, this looks really good out of my opponent. We'll go Vanguard. I like going Vanguard first here. Threatens a little bit more damage and is vigilant. Yeah, they'll just attack with Mutt. See, that's great. Another Blast Runner, sure. Yeah, so we'll attack. I'm probably in a lot of danger, honestly. And I'm not going to cast Chaplain. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep Ambush Paratrooper up and then Disfigure as well. Nope. And yeah, I think I'll spend the mana on this. Here I think I cast Chaplain. What do I want? Do I want a land? Not really. I'll just take more gas. It's a good card. block Mutt. Yeah, they didn't want to. Okay. That's a good draw, too. What do I think? I think I play Harvester and Smash. Yeah? Yeah. They might block with Mutt. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Uh-huh. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, Mutt is criminally underrated. It's so good. Oh, that's annoying. That's pretty good. What do I do? I think I cast Chaplain and attack. I'm a little behind. Now I wish I had taken that Plains. Kind of bad, actually. That's bad. Yeah. Now I'm planning on double blocking on engineers. And they could blow me out here, but I'm not winning the race. I'm probably dead. Oh, wait, nope. Well, I might still be dead. A moment of defiance might go a long way here, though. Sure. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Harvester to get the Juggernaut because I really can't afford to let them do that, and then play Warplow so they only get one attack with Courser. They'll probably block, yeah. It would have been really nice to be able to Moment of Defiance there, but clearly I couldn't. Okay. Definitely blocking here. I just have to take 3. Yeah. Pallbearer is a problem. Lauren's Escape, huh? Does that actually do anything good for me? Not really. I have to block Pallbearer. I wish I had one more power. Ugh. I think I have to go Moment of Defiance plus Lauren's Escape. If I block like this, I'll go up to 9. Uh-huh. My lack of removal is hurting me. I think I can go Vanguard, Paratrooper, and Lauren's Escape. That's kind of my only options here. I have to let them 2-for-1 me, kind of. If they have a pump here, I die, but I think I gotta go for this now. Um, do I want military discipline? It does allow me to eat. Actually, I think I do. I go to 1. They have 2 cards in hand. But this next turn I can go cavalry and have military discipline. I don't think I attack for 1 here because it's so likely that or it's for 2. If they have any removal, I die though. No. Bailoff, that's bad. Hmm. Okay. Do I risk it? I gotta start getting damage in. Yeah, I think I do. They might own me. Sure. I kind of wish I hadn't drawn this military discipline now. Oh. Does this do anything? Not really. Disenchant's kind of bad, huh? Maybe I shouldn't be playing this disenchant. Maybe I should be playing something with more gas. Ace Sprite. Yeah, I might be in trouble now. I have to draw gas. Eh, boy. Mm-hmm. There's no way they don't smash here. Kind of brutal. Kind of brutal. That's all right. Yeah, they just got ahead of me. I really feel like had I been like on the draw, actually, or I'm sorry, on the play, this game would have gone a lot better. Because just being on the play meant they just got ahead of me with like 1-drop, 2-drop, and got a bunch of damage in. That might not be the case, but it certainly would have helped a lot. Do I want to play this disenchant? What would I play otherwise? It's going to be good against some people and really bad against others. Maybe I actually just play a Power Stone Engineer so that I'm just more likely to have a 2-drop, so I don't have to feel like I'm mulligan if I don't have a 2-drop. I think that's a little bit better. All right, round 2. And here we go. I think this deck can still do it. This is a horrible hand. Man, you gotta be kidding. Well, I can't keep this. I don't think I can go to 5. I don't think I can go to 5 and win the game. I just have to hope I'll draw white. Nine in it. I'll probably lose. Oh, a little late. I'll just play Chaplain. There goes my prison sentence. Do I want this plains? Not really. I think I'd rather just have a 2-2. No, this will allow me to double spell turn. I think the 1-1's fine. Oh no. You gotta be kidding, dude. Stone Seeker followed by one of the worst rares in the game. I've been to my prison sentence. All right. Well, this one's not looking well, team. Okay. Quite a curve from my opponent. Uh, Boy. And now if I double block, like I just get like totally owned. But I can't just take 5. I think I have to do it. That's bad. No. Attacks. My turn. I still can't even block this. They'll put a counter on it, and like even if I double block, it doesn't do anything, even with Warren's Escape, because they can first strike the other one. Well, actually, that's not true. That's not true. I can wait and see how they do the damage. But the likelihood of this succeeding is very low. Warlord's leading your own, okay. And actually, no, there's no way. Absolutely absurd hand for my opponent. No attacks. No attacks, huh? Alright. I still have no plays. The Siege Veteran's just ruining me. Not sure what my opponent's waiting for. Huh? Glad I got the Disenchant because I do have Thorin, which does kind of a similar thing. Not sure if I'm going to get a 4th game, though. This might be an 0-3 game. It's like I could chomp. No. Yeah, that's game. I'm just, it's over. That's pretty bad. All right, round 3. Well, let's go for a huge turnaround here. I go first. Well, this is a more acceptable hand than I've had in a while. It's not great, though. I don't actually have a real free drop. To draw my black source, so that's nice. This is really annoying. I have a deck with a good curve, and it just is not curved out properly at all, even once. Almost certainly going to take my prison sentence. If I would have had a 3-drop there, like that Gix's Crest would have been so punishing, but instead they got to take my removal spell and make a Power Stone while I did nothing. Scrapbook Rager, okay. No reason to just run that into the Rager right now. I'll wait till they tap out, because if I could do that, I could like Lauren's Escape and then like Disfigure, or and then like eat a Disfigure. Though they don't seem like they had Disfigure, so maybe it was actually better to attack with Vanguard there. Maybe that was bad. Could have risked it. No plays, and I'm drawing so much land. I'll still just attack with these two. I think it's fine. This very much looks like Overwhelming Remorse. They have no creatures in the graveyard, 5 mana untapped. Like Urza's Command. Don't sure. I feel like I'm getting really unlucky, your team. I'm pretty ahead, but it's just going to change so fast. There's no way they attack, right? I think I'll Chaplain first, actually, just to see what I get. Oh, perfect. Yep, let's do it. Oh, I should have played the Plains. Shoot. I should have played the Plains first. Okay. Because now they have an opportunity to kill something while I can't Lauren's Escape. It's going to be really embarrassing. Okay. Never mind. At this point, I will trade off Vanguard. Okay, I think I win. I'll say like Gix's Command. No, I even went through Gix's Command. Okay, cool. I just had the beats. I just had the beats. Chaplain Defiant Lauren was really good. That was very nice. What they have? Yeah, they had Urza's Command, a couple card draw spells, but no board presence really. All right, sweet. I picked one up at least. Round 4. All right, round 4. Round 4. Let's do it. Uh-oh. I think I'm about to get draw bugged. Well, maybe not. My opponent goes first. I don't have a 2-drop or a 3-drop. Oh my god. My hands have been horrible. Alright, this is more reasonable. My hands have been truly bad, gang. Blue-red. A Rock Hunter, sure. I'll play Harvester. Just more willing to trade. Yeah, block. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. That's fine. Well. Boy. I dropped my hero in the bin. That's annoying. I haven't got to cast that. This is like half the reason I'm playing this deck, and I just haven't seen it yet. That's pretty bad. I'm definitely blocking. If they don't attack, I'll probably cast Warlord's Elite. Oh, okay. I could go Vanguard plus Harvester. It's an option too. What do I think is actually better? Probably Vanguard plus Harvester. Because if Elite gets countered, then I'll get attacked back by Rock Hunter. And this way I have a defense still. I'm not as all in on that working. Then again, like what kind of, well, they might have unearth stuff later. Now let's just go with Warlord's Elite. If it gets countered, so be it. I gotta kill a spell for it or something. What do you got? Oh, that's fine. Okay. Well, it's kind of annoying. I'll take 5 here. I feel like this is another case of me being on the draw too. Oh, that's a really good draw. I'm just gonna play Trench Stalker. Because as long as Trench Stalker doesn't bite it here, I'm gonna get to go Moment of Defiance and like Vanguard on the same turn or something like that, and draw like gain a bunch of life. Really swing the game. Okay. It's probably gonna be another Whirling Strike. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes they just have it, man. Like sometimes they just got it all, you know. Uh-huh. If I just play Trench Stalker, yeah, I think what I might do is play Trench Stalker. They could attack me down to 1, but then I could Scrapwork Mutt on the next turn and attack back. Yeah, I think I just play Trench Stalker and hope to fade something. Did you draw lethal? No. It's actually really good for me. Wait, do I play this Plains? I think I go Scrapwork Mutt, so I draw. And I can actually get a double lifelink attack in. So if I attack, I'll go back up to 5. Plus I'll have Scrapwork Mutt in play. And I'll play Vanguard. So I'll be at 5, and I'll be able to block 3 and take 3. Yeah? Right, so I don't need to... Well, I think I'll play Mutt first, and we'll see. I don't need this Plains. Chaplain. Yeah, I think I do this, and then I attack with Stalker. Um, yeah, I'll take Paratrooper. Alright, so go up to 5. Right now I'm only taking 2. I'm taking 4. Right? Yep. I'll go trade. Take 4. Mm-hmm. Alright. will play Vanguard. I think I'm okay. Did you draw something good? Nope, okay. Alright, play Paratrooper. Play Swamp. I'll play Harvester because it gives a better attack there. And then I think I attack 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I'm planning on gaining like 6 or 7 life this turn. Maybe, and then the Vanguard stays back. And I don't need to attack a Paratrooper. Okay. Well, now I got a better life total than them. However, I'm also out of card draw power, so a Rock Hunter, sure. A Prison Sentence. I think that's going to go on the Rock Hunter. Probably don't want another Ambush Paratrooper. Attack like this. There are 4. And now I have lethal on the board. I'll take Lauren, yeah. Uh-huh. No blocks. Yeah, I'll play Plains. They have 1 card. Yep, okay, cool, got there. Yeah, lived at 1 life. So Moment of Defiance coming in clutch. I mean, it was actually pretty good this game. That was a big turn. That was a big turn. The life gain is huge. I think that's part of what makes this card so good, is that it is a fairly beat down format, and just gaining a bunch of life. Like, that was a gigantic life swing on that turn. I gained what, like 9? 8? I can't remember. I think it was 9. Yeah, I gained 9 life on that turn between that and Trench Stalker. That's again, and also Trench Stalker is like really solid. Being a 4/5 is like really, really, really huge, and then just gaining life on occasion is really awesome. So I was pretty satisfied with that. All right, cool. All right, next round. All right, round 5. Let's do it. Let's do it. Please be a good hand for once. At least it's a hand. I'll take it. Oh, a Battlefield Forge, huh? That's interesting. Lauren's a control. Post Engineer, okay. Well, this will be Paratrooper. Do I block? I wonder if I'm supposed to block. I don't think so, because I got these Chaplains, and Paratrooper is really important to keep on the field. Oh. Well, maybe I will block now. I think I'm going to, actually. Gives him a Power Stone, but I don't want to take a bunch of damage from this, even though I get to play Lauren here. Oh, that's nice. Maybe I'll actually get to use my good cards this game. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, there's that. I don't think I can beat Precursor Golem. I don't think I have anything in this deck to beat Precursor Golem. Do I even want Warlord's Elite? It stops the golems. Actually, I can. What I'll do is I'll double block one golem here, and as long as they don't have action, that'll be fine. And then I'll go hero, buy back Lauren, kill another golem, and then Lauren can actually trade with the third golem by itself with hero on the field. To be clear, this is super bad. This is super bad for me. Also, if they just blow me out here, like... And this is, like, my plan to deal with, like, literally just the board presence that they have. Precursor Golem's the nuts. Here... I think I'll kill the golem itself. What I don't want to have happen is have them have a pump. Mm-hmm. A swamp, huh? Didn't expect that. Okay. And my life total is so far in the hole already. Mm-hmm. Well, we attack. If they're not traded, that's fine. Maybe I should... no, I couldn't cast Warlord's Elite there. I think I'm supposed to cast Warplow as a... If I cast Warplow and they kill it, so be it, I suppose. I could also cast Chaplain and then cast Warlord's Elite. Maybe that's a little bit better, actually. Wait, no, that doesn't work. I don't have enough. No, it's Warplow is a 5/4. If it just dies, it dies. It looks like it's dying. Uh-huh. Disenchant, you say. Yeah, I'll play Mutt first. Probably discard one of these Chaplains. Oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, so we'll go Chaplain. I'll keep the Disfigure up. Decline. I could still win. It really kind of counts on them just like choking and me just drawing straight gas for a long time. Not unreasonable though. Alright, I think this has to work. Don't feel good about my spot for sure. Well, yeah, maybe I could turn this around. Around two turn clock. I'm tempted to keep something back in case they have Blitz Automaton. Actually, yeah, I think I might. Well, I'll have to see what I draw here. Because I could attack for 6, they go to 7, and then I could maybe attack for 8 on the follow-up turn. We're thinking hard. Okay. That's actually really bad. The scry is actually the bad part there. basically I was hoping to smash them to death before they like found good action. One top, one bottom. Okay, be a good draw, please. What do I do with that? Do I full send? Just attack with these two? I think I just attack with these two. What I don't want to have, I don't want to have to prison sentence this. Like if they don't block the mutt and I attack with all three, like I have to prison sentence this because I have no way to beat like a pump on that or something like that. No, this saves me a bunch of life and keeps my blocker in play. Oh, we got there. Oh my god. I cannot believe we won this game. I cannot believe we won this game. Got pretty lucky. Got pretty lucky. That precursor golem was nuts, and somehow we got out of it. I don't even know. I mean, Lauren went a really long way to doing that. If I didn't have Lauren, there was probably no way that that was happening. Opponent drew, I guess, just one more land than me. I don't know. I wonder what their hand card was. They must have topped Unleash Shell, I think. I doubt that they had something so good that they topped that they concede from this position. Wow, happy to win this one. All right, next round. Round 6. Let's do it. I go first, and I have a hand. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Incredible. Do I lead with Power Stone Engineer or Vanguard? I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure which is right. Probably just Vanguard. Ooh, definitely Vanguard now. Yeah, we'll go for it. Ooh, a Horned Stone Seeker, you say? Okay. No block. Didn't think they would. Do I play Chaplain? It's a little bit better with my mana. I suppose I do. Another Chaplain. Do I take Chaplain or do I want the 2/2? I think I'll take one Chaplain. I think that's probably good, right? Hard to say. I'm tempted to block here, but there's no way. Whirling, it's too easy to just Whirling Strike and lose the game. Oh, okay. I might destroy that actually with Lauren, because that'll actually gain a bunch of life over the course of the game. And they're choking on mana. Yeah, no, I need to smash that. I kind of wish I hadn't got the second Chaplain because they're so tight on mana right now. Oh, jeez. This card is so good. Well, they don't have a way to actually return Harvester, so that, or I'm sorry, Cohort, so it's not that bad. That said, I still think what I'm going to do, I'm going to just attack for 1. Go second Chaplain. Yeah. I have a nice little Air Force going. Well, they're drawing out of their land situation. Yeah, I ain't blocking that. Another Cohort, huh? Like a nice little ground force going. I basically can't attack through on the ground now. I think what I'm going to cast here is Power Stone Engineer. I think I'm going to attack like this. I'll cast Power Stone Engineer because it'll actually, the extra mana will actually help me go like double 2-drop. I got a bunch of mana. Man, if this is like Urza's whatever, I'm going to be so annoyed. I'll go block like that. Currently, they don't have white, you know, so... Oh, that's bad. That's pretty bad. Well, I think I attack with my chaplains. Because they can start giving it flying. And vigilance. It's just really nasty. I guess I'll go Vanguard plus Warplow. I could go Harvester, I suppose, and then Warplow is like a 5/4 later. But they're going to start hitting me with this thing. This is actually a huge problem. But I think I need to cast this as a 1-power Death Toucher so that they have to spend mana to like give it flying to like get in. Uh-huh. Oh wait. Oh, this tells me that they probably have Whirling Strike. I actually think I will double block here now because I think this is getting Whirling Strike. Well, actually, no. I think I get a big attack in if I get to go Harvester plus something. So no, we'll go like this. It's fine. This is almost certainly Whirling Strike. Yep. I do a lot of damage. Oh, maybe that was bad, actually. Maybe I needed to block that. A Scrapwork Mutt. Is that good enough? Not really. They have 1 card in hand. Yeah, let's go Scrapwork Mutt. I'm going to discard Cavalry because I actually want the Trench Stalker. That's not very good. Oh, okay. I'm at 6. They can get this thing flying. Deal 4 to me. I can just attack with these 2. I have to sit back. Oh, I should have brought back the Harvester. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. No tax. That's actually really good for me. I just cast Trench Stalker. I have 1 card in hand. What else could I cast? I could do Harvester. Attack with all. They can only block 2. They would take what, like they could block the Harvester and like this and take 3, and that's not quite good enough. I actually think I want to cast Paratrooper on the next turn and like threaten like a lethal attack that way. Yeah, maybe that's a little bit better. Nah, boy. Actually, no, I cast Trench Stalker. The reason I do this is because now if I draw a land on next turn, I can Paratrooper plus pump and like all in the same turn. I think that waiting and just doing the Paratrooper at the end of this turn is 2 mana inefficient. Please have nothing good. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. You have vigilance. Okay. You got a pump? Do I block with for 1? I don't think so, because I think I'm going to try to go Paratrooper plus. So if I go Paratrooper plus pump, and then they have to block. They could block like 1, 2, 3. No, I think I do got to block this. Oh, it's hard to say. I think I do got to. No, 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 no. I can probably, or I could go Harvester. No, I think I got to block. Shoot. No, no blocks. You got it? I can wait one more turn on that. Oh boy. So I think at this end of turn I'm going to go... Ooh, maybe I attack with Trench Stalker this turn. Yeah, I think I do. Because they almost certainly want to block it. I'll have Paratrooper plus Pump if they like do something. Wait, you can give this what, Death Touch? I think if the Death Touch is fine. Uh-huh. Oh no. Okay. We're seeing what they get. Yep. Okay. I'm in all right shape. Sure. Draw a card. They have 3 mana. They're going to discard. I got a full smash next turn, man. Yep. It's going to have to be good. Dragon Engine? Is that good enough? I don't think so. I don't think it is. Right, because they can block 2. They block the biggest one and this one, and they still take lethal. Yeah. Right? I didn't miscalculate. Nope, they're dead. Wow, I didn't think I was going to win this one. I didn't think I was going to win. Snuck out of that. Dang. Ambush Paratrooper showing off a little bit. Diamond 3. Yeah, they kind of flooded out. They ended up like, they were trying to filter their draw. And they choked on mana for a little bit. But, yeah. I'm not even sure how I want to go back and watch this one because I was just so focused on playing that I don't even really know how I won. I'm not sure what was the cause of my victory there. It's some combination of Ambush Paratrooper plus these guys having Vigilance plus Trench Stalker being fat, something like that. Yeah, cool. I will take it. I will absolutely take it. All right, next round. All right, round, what is this, 7? Round 7? Let's see. Opponent goes first. I have an acceptable hand. I gotta find a black source, but if I find one, I'm in okay shape. Sand isn't amazing, though, but I don't think it's the kind of hand I can throw away. A mountain. Oh, that's a good draw. Not a swamp, but as far as non-swamps go. Double Mountain. Rock Hunter, okay. Oh, Scrapwork Mutt. I actually think I'll lead on Scrapwork Mutt so I can maybe find a swamp. And discard Vanguard. That's not a swamp. I'm thinking about it. I'll block if they attack. No? Okay. Well, I'll attack. You don't want to attack, I'll attack. Let's play Vanguard. With no spells, I probably will not attack now. Or, I'm sorry, not block. Well, that's hard to say. Flash Dragon Engine? Okay. Well, actually, no, I probably will block. I was thinking that I'd want to use the Vigilance of the Phalanx Vanguard to, well, actually, I don't know. I'm attacking back for 4 plus playing a Lauren. No, I don't think I do, actually. Plains is really bad. I was thinking that, yeah, I want to use the Vigilance of the Phalanx Vanguard to cast the Warlord's Elite, but I don't think I got to do that now. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'll just cast Cavalry. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. The counter doesn't really do all that much, but what was I going to do, you know? A swamp here, I'd probably win the game. Well, my opponent found their second color. Oh, well, got it. All right, cool. That works. Just as I was finding my second color too. That's very nice. All right. Yeah, but between Moment of Defiance and Disfigure now, I was going to cast Elite this turn, and then I mean they were under so much pressure. Not much to say about that one. Just kind of smashed. I think I made good choices though, as far as like how I navigated what they were doing. So all right, cool. All right, round 8. Let's see. Oh, and I got a. It's certainly a hand. It's certainly a hand. I think I'm inclined to not pick up anything with the first chaplain so that I can present more of an offense because I have the other chaplains to kind of continue to give me gas. I think just like having the additional power point earlier is going to be better. We'll see what ends up happening here. Opponent has a lot of feelings about their first turn. Okay, that's actually a really good draw. Oh boy. Well, good thing my plan is to aggro them out before they go off with this. Unless it's really good here, I'm definitely not picking anything up. Oh, it's another paratrooper. Nah, I'll take the counter. I might regret that if they kill the first paratrooper because it's such an important effect. This sure looks like Guy is whatever, doesn't it? Nevertheless, let's attack. No, it's not. Okay. Do I want to planes? I do want to get to cavalry eventually, but no, I think just another 2-2 will do. Yeah, you can giggle mole. A 3-4. Am I too scared of that? Vanguard? Alright. Yeah. Another chaplain. Boy, here I'll take planes because now if I draw another land... Well, hang on. I have 6 power on the battlefield, right? And it would be 7. So I actually don't need to get another power on the battlefield. What's actually way better is if I can hit my land drop, so I can either cast Cavalry or pump with Paratrooper. So I think this is a little bit better. Opportunist ain't going to do it. Actually, should I have done it? Because it would have been 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, no, I should have done it so that if... Well, I needed the land anyways, so... I think I just cast Cavalry, right? Like, I could do a big attack. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Puts them to 1. And I don't have to exert anything else on the board in case. I don't think there's any kind of wrath that I have to worry about. Yeah. And we'll just do it. I'm not sure what could save them at this point. They don't have enough mana for Boulder Branch. They'd only gain 3. They can't kill everything. Yeah, this is fine. Cool. Just a bunch of chaplains. Just a bunch of chaplains in the sky, preaching to the choir. Amazing. Great. We love it. All right, last round. Okay. Let's hope for a good one. Let's hope for a good last game here. By a good last game, I mean I'm just hoping I just smash the snot out of my opponent. No 2-drop here, but I don't think I mulligan a hand the turn 1 Disfigure plus Lauren plus Hero. It just doesn't seem right to me. Even though I might just have to jam Lauren. Oh, no, perfect. Here we go. Oh, that would have been nice to draw, but no, we'll just cast Lauren. Oh, okay. I think I'm going to just cast Creature. What do I cast first? I cast Mutt first. I think I'm going to get rid of Disfigure. Okay, and we'll cast Harvester. And turn. I could just cast Hero, but there's nothing in the graveyard to buy. Is it better to just cast Chaplain this turn? Hard to say. I think so, actually. I could have added 3 damage to the board, but I don't think I need to. Well, I'll take another Chaplain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so that's perfectly fine. Okay. A Forge Chanter, sure. All right, here we go. I don't think there's a way they can, like, surprise Wrath me, right? This could be Brotherhood's End, Mountain Brotherhood's End. Nope, okay. Nope. I think actually because of Harvester, even with Brotherhood's End, that would have been fine. Well, we're going through the motions here, but... All right. Wow. The 0-2 into the reverse sweep 7 and 0. I gotta tell you, like, so when I first those first two games, like I tried to keep my cool. I've been telling you guys, I've been trying to work on my attitude. I'm a passionate player. You guys have seen me lose and like, kind of, I wouldn't say lose my cool, but I respond emotionally, you might say, and especially like, so I watched the like after my last draft, I went back and watched the game where my opponent went, Gix's command into Ashnod, and I kind of responded pretty emotionally. And I realized that, like, had I, like, kept my cool a little bit more, I might have been able to win that game because, sorry to report on a draft that you guys haven't watched, but I think I could have won that game because I forgot that Ashnod's tokens onto the battlefield tapped, and it kind of adjusted my play. And had I kept my cool and paid attention, I could have maybe won that game. So after the O2, I mean, I was a little discouraged, but like I said, I try to keep my cool. And also, it was funny because like, okay, so this deck doesn't look like special or anything, but I thought it had the goods, But I was like starting to question. I was like, maybe this deck is like worse than I thought, if I'm just getting like blasted. But it turned out that just having a bunch of flyers is really pretty good. A couple of our opponents stumbled, but I've mentioned this in other videos too. You have to like give yourself credit a little bit. Like even when your opponents stumble, I think I had this like kind of thing in my mind where I'm just like, well, a couple of my opponents like tripped up and so I didn't have to win. We have to remember like how many of your like sick runs have been crushed by like your deck just behaving improperly and then you get run over, you know what I mean? It's what happens. It's also one of the upsides of playing an aggressive deck is that you like get to punish people who like don't come out of the gates smoothly. So overall, yeah, I think the deck played well. I never saw supply drop that I can recall. I might have had it one game. I never played military discipline either to my recollection. So two of my tricks I never really played. Paratrooper, obviously great. Chaplain, I actually was a little bit higher on Chaplain. I've been down on Chaplain a little bit, and maybe maybe I've been too harsh on you. Um, it was pretty good, being able to present an offense while like keeping my hand full of gas was decent. Maybe I've underrated the like how decent the 1/1 flyer is, especially when you have things like Hero of the Dunes, Ambush Paratrooper to pump it up. And the format has shifted a little bit so that when I say shifted, I mean I think a lot of people like myself believed that the format was going to be a little bit more expensive, slow, Rise of the Eldrazi style. um, and as time has gone on, people have realized that you can and are and should be perhaps very aggressive. And so you see a lot more like 2/1s, 3/1s. People are playing like Rock Hunter. People are playing Scrapwork Mutt, Power Stone Engineer. Cards like this creature actually blocks is like a 1/1 flyer, which is actually like a really important part of like making the 1/1 flying body good enough because it's a pretty poor offense, right? A 3-mana 1/1 flyer is like that's not beating really, even though you get more gas. You know what I mean? It's not like presenting like a ton of pressure. But the fact that like even defensively, like the 1/1 has like been like really kind of solid, actually is like a big point of favor for Airlift Chaplain, I think. And I've actually been a lot happier with because what that allows you to do, how do I put this? So in a more grindy format, right? Say like you're like in a grindier format where like people aren't playing these like cheap 1 toughness creatures. Yeah, this is like a draw a card spell. It's like you get a 1/1 flyer plus draw a card, but the 1/1 doesn't like super pressure your opponent in a meaningful way. And if it's also not like trading with one of your opponent's cards, it's like a super weak technical 2-for-1. But actually, a lot of the time, this card will like trade for Rock Hunter while drawing you a card. That's a solid 2-for-1, and kind of a tempo oriented one too. So it's like it's really kind of nice. So I've definitely gone up on Chaplain. I was down on Chaplain a little bit. I've gone up on it as time has gone on because the body is more relevant than I thought it might be. And then on top of that, because again, like Ambush Paratrooper is such a staple of the white decks is so important. Phalanx Vanguard actually performed pretty okay. The Vigilance was actually pretty nice on this creature. Goes good for the Warlords Elite, like I mentioned a few times. And the Power Pumps on it were nice too. This is my worst 2-drop by a lot. Unearth is just a really super solid aggro mechanic. Getting to apply additional pressure with this card was really nice. I was still happy with the Mutt. I mean, the Mutt with the Trench Stalker. So there's like, I don't even know which card to say was like the all-star in this deck. Trench Stalker kind of goes there because like getting the lifelink on this thing was like really nice. It's Scrapwork Mutt helping with that. This is exactly what I was talking about with Mutt. It was like an artifact for my Vanguards. It was a draw card spell for my Trench Stalkers. It fixed my hand. It just kind of and just like operated as a 2-drop. This card is so good. It really is like kind of it if what am I saying? I'm sorry, I'm a little sleepy, guys. Um, Excavation Explosion is Red's best common, but like honestly, if it didn't make a Power Stone, I would almost say Scrapwork Mud is close to being more important. Maybe that's like a little bit of an exaggeration, but not much. It definitely is Red's best. The explosion that is because the 3 damage and the Power Stone is such an incredible package. But this card just does everything. It does everything. I love it so much. This is it's weird to say like one of the best commons is like one of my pet cards, but like I just really think that people should be rating this a lot higher. It's so good. Warplot was fine in this deck. It wasn't amazing. I was very happy with Lord of the Third Path. Um, really got to do a lot of shenanigans with it. I mean, especially buying it back, and then just like being like a decent like a 2/1 is a little weak. A 2/1 vigilance is a little weak, but honestly, on a lot of boards, like she was kind of an attacker. It was decent. Um, my 5 drops were super solid. And then I guess the only other thing to talk about is Moment of Defiance. I didn't get to cast it too much, but the games where I did, like I mean that one game against the blue red opponent, um, that was a really big game. That was a really big game. Gaining so much life with this and triggering the Trench Stalker. I was very happy with it. So yeah, I'm super happy this deck got there. I wasn't sure it was going to, and yeah, turned it around. Cool. All right, let's open some packs. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I'm definitely tired. I'm a little beat, guys. Um, oh boy, this is just Sky Strike Officer. This card's so gross. I have fortunately, well, I haven't had a chance to play with it yet, and fortunately, I've not played against it yet. This card is a nightmare. One of the best rares. It just basically has to die immediately, or it creates a gigantic problem. It's good early or good late. I mean, you cast it on turn 3, and you start running away with the game because you just get to like not only have a 2/3 flyer, but continuously make more soldiers on the ground. Triggers all your stuff while creating board presence. And then if it ever gets blocked up or your other soldiers get blocked up, not even if this gets blocked up, if you make some soldiers and those soldiers are getting blocked up, then it gives you additional gas. Also, when you draw this like late in the game, if you have soldiers on the board, you can immediately draw a card with your soldiers. This card's silly. It's so good. I never want to see this on the other side of the table. I'll open it though. I'll be fine with that. I go Sky Strike Officer, Foundry Inspector, and then I suppose it's Giga Mole, but it's far behind these other two. All right, what do we have here? Whoa, a Mythic Draconic Destiny. Yeah, this card has like risks to it, but it is good. This card's super solid. I mean, like just being able to like immediately pick up a creature and give it a power pump, and then the fact that you like can keep rebuying it, so it's like tough to run into like the aura downside is pretty decent. Auras can be a little weak, even good ones, because going all in on a creature can be obnoxious. Also, there's a bunch of ways for like the creature to get locked down where Draconic Destiny doesn't go to the graveyard. So this still, even though it kind of has a clause that allows you to like knock it 2 for 1, it still creates 2 for 1s a lot of the time. So it's not absurd or anything, but it does smash, and it like can't like pick up a creature and just like win a game out of nowhere, you know. Um, but yeah, auras and equipment both are kind of problematic. Just because, yeah, spending so much of your card resources into one creature. I can't remember what game it was. It was like a couple drafts ago that I know an opponent had like an Evangel of Synthesis with both Aeronaut's Wings and some what is it? A Swiftfoot Boots on it, and you really got to see there like just having like all of your permanents like just go like into one like super creature just like doesn't actually it kind of hurts how much gas you have. That said, this card's still really good, and I think having not played with it, I think I would pick it and try it. I think it's definitely better than like one of the these cards are almost equivalent. I would have said Urza was better at the beginning of the format, but the format's turning out to be more of a wing commando format, but they're both like Urza does offer enough that I think these are both like right kind of on the same line. um Tactician is great, but think I don't know. I think if I was looking at the Wing Commando, I might just take Tactician simply because they go like in the same deck kind of, and I would try to go in the Tactician direction. This actually, I actually don't know. If it wasn't Draconic Destiny, I think that any one of the uncommons or the Wing Commando are acceptable here. And there's like merits to each of these. Like this is multicolor, so maybe you don't want that. It's more of an aggro format, so maybe you want that. I think they're both a little bit better than Self Assembler, but Self Assembler's colorless. You know, this is definitely a pick to taste. I don't have too much of an opinion on what you take there. If you were to take any one of those cards, I wouldn't tell you you were wrong. I think this is Obliterating Bolt. I don't think that this card is good. There was again, at the beginning of the format, I might have thought that it was, but I just think that, like, it's not that important to, like, try to destroy all your opponent's power stones. This can, like, host some people, but sometimes it's just going to be horrible. So I think I go, like, Bolt, Confrontation, Moment, kind of like that. Hmm. This is a bomb. You definitely want, as much as this is like an aggro format, like, you can't give up the amount of gas that this provides. Also, this is probably my favorite art in the set. Look at this. The art is so cool on this. I mean, I like anything Phyrexian, but this is like a good mix of, like, cool, like, new age, like, with, like, the Phyrexian symbols that these guys are carrying, but also, like, it looks a little bit like an older art. I like the more abstract arts like this. I think it's really cool. And it's a great card. I suggest you pick it. Um, Beyond that, I think Zephyr Sentinel is a little bit better than Steel Exemplar, but yeah, again, you can go either way on this one because of the colorless nature of this. And then Sibling Rivalry, this card is actually really excellent, and is not actually that far behind these other two. Because when you play Sibling Rivalry, or when you pick Sibling Rivalry, I mean, you want to go into the sack deck, but there's, like, enough there, like, if you play, like, a couple Strongbulls in your deck, like, you can just make sure you steal an artifact with this, or if you end up with Black Red Sack, it's really good. So let's see. Well, nothing promising yet. This is the worst pack we opened by far. I almost recommend you just pick the Power Plant Worker because this is a solid creature in basically every color pair, and you'll just kind of want a card like this, even though I would never actually recommend you first picking this. Like, it's maybe even better than Deathbloom Ritualist, just as a 5-drop, even if you weren't considering that it's a multicolor card, honestly. Like, the fact that it gets to play as a 6/6 is a little bit better than this being a 3/5 and then making a little bit of mana. This card's fine, there's nothing wrong with it, but I would only take this if I was, like, in green-black already, or at least leaning that way. Doesn't do anything impressive. And all the commons are very bad. You can pick Corrupt, I guess, if you're, like, really wanting to go deep on that. Oh, interesting. I don't think it's Ashnod's Altar. I don't think it's Audacity. I think it's safe to pick Kayla's Command here, even though this isn't, like, absurd or anything like that. It's still decent. This is like a decent uncommon level power level. Making a 2/2 and then putting 1/1 counter on something and giving it double strike. That's a good little aggro card. And the white decks are so aggro oriented that this is actually pretty good. Right? I mean, you could put this, like, on a chaplain and you hit for, like, 4 or 6 in the air, and then it has a permanent counter. Plus, you made a 2/2 on the same turn, and it's an artifact. It's decent. I'd probably go Command, Exemplar, Gigamole. Audacity's fine. Maybe I'm underrating this card, but I don't think it does anything that special that I want to pick this, like, aura card that, like, might, you could still get 2-for-1 if, like, well, actually, I do want to go back and say that, I was mentioning this earlier in the draft, but, like, there isn't a lot of instant speed interaction. There's some, but really not a lot. And so it's actually safer to go in for this sort of thing than you might think. Um, that said, I still think it's, like, only okay. Just doesn't super seem like what Green's doing. There are decks where this is probably really good, though. I still think I'm, like, inclined to, like, pick this early. If I'm already Green beat down, I'll look at it, and I don't have too many non-creatures. So I go Command, Exemplar, Gigamole. Actually, maybe I like Animation more than Gigamole. It's close, though. Very similar cards. Oh, this is, yeah, Easy Simeon Simulacrum. I play this in my, non-green decks all the time. And if you are green, super excellent. Tough to beat that. So I probably go that, and then I would have said Thraxidemon. I'm starting to wonder, like, I'm not trying to let the 17 lands data dictate too much to me, but, like, I wonder if Moment of Defiance is a little bit better than Thraxidemon. I think I'm more inclined to pick Thraxidemon first just because it's so important to get 2 drops in. And I think people underrate this card a little bit too, because I think a lot of folks look at this card and they're like, this is, like, if I'm doing, like, the sacrifice thing, this is where it's at. But no, it's a little bit better than that. It allows you to, like, 2-for-1 all your opponent's removal if you have the mana available to it. Especially the enchantment-based removal, because, like, you don't even have to, like, have, like, the shields down moment of being tapped out. It's like if they just ever are trying to use Prison Sentence or your Weak Stone Subjugation, you just automatically get the 2-for-1. But then also, like, if you just, like, you have the mana available and Thraxidemon untapped, like, any removal spell that they draw, you just get to turn it into a 2-for-1 for you. You know. Um, And just being a 2-drop that I'm like also happy to trade off in the early game is like fine. And then if you have anything that's like you're just getting like it's turning into chaff, getting blocked up, you draw your like bad 2-drops late in the game and you're looking for gas or whatever. I think that folks read this card and think that it's more a part of the sacrifice deck than it is. And I think it's really just kind of an acceptable card to play in a lot of decks. And the floor on it just being the 2-mana 2/2 is like so fine that I think maybe it's a little bit more important to pick Thraxidemon or Moment of Defiance. Especially because part of the problem with cards like Moment of Defiance is you really can't have too many non-creature spells in your deck, especially if some of those non-creature spells want you to have creatures. Like, the more Moment of Defiance you have in your deck, the more that, like, it, like, butts up against your other Moment of Defiance and your removal spells, because you want to have the creatures to cast the Moment of Defiance. So, like, you really can, like, fill up too much with this kind of effect, even though it's decent. So I think I go, like, Simian, Thraxidemon, Moment of Defiance. Okay, you guys don't need to watch this new commander draft. So that was the draft. Super glad we got there. Like I said, guys, a little sleepy. I hope you guys enjoyed. A little bit more low energy for this one, but that's how I was feeling. So yeah, super stoked that worked out though. So thanks for being here. As always, here at the 11th hour, please remember to like and subscribe. Share this with your friends. I'd love it if you did that. And yeah, appreciate you being here. Thanks. See you next time.